No time to rest on their laurels for Newcastle United, as the Magpies find themselves in the Belgian capital of Brussels, just a couple of short days after a loss against Arsenal late on in the match at St James's Park that will have certainly left a sting in the tail for Eddie Howe's side.
There were positives to take despite the loss against the Gunners, chief amongst which was a second-headed goal of the season scored by Nick Woltemade. The 6'6" German had put Newcastle ahead in the first half, but the Magpies struggled to create chances to extend that lead and ultimately were beaten by full time. Games are coming thick and fast, with a Champions League match against Union Saint-Gilloise up next. And as a result, goal scoring and indeed chance creation is becoming a more pressing issue for the Magpies. Because if they want to progress in Europe and ignite their Premier League season, Newcastle's wingers and midfielders need to start supplying Woltemade with more opportunities to put away.
Woltemade, of course, has shown his quality with the chances that he has been presented with, which Eddie Howe was keen to point out.
We're very pleased to have Nick with us. I think he started very strongly in what's been a difficult period for him because he's thrust straight into action. No training time with us really of any note, and I think he's done really, really well. So we're really pleased to have him with us. Great to see him score with his head. I mean, he is, you know, as I said when we signed him, we know he's a big player, and that has to be a source of goals for him with the height that he brings. And it's something that we feel or felt we could really improve. But the two headers are all his own work, and he deserves the praise for them because they're two, you know, outstanding moments. And it shows that hopefully once the team services him and gives him, you know, better balls in and around the box, there's other ways he can score as well. But that's certainly a promising start.
What Newcastle need is for their four wingers to create more chances, but also take on some of the burden of goal scoring.
Yeah, I think you'd have to go down to each individual player to give a full description, and obviously I'm not going to do that. I think it's been a bit stop-start for all of them. I don't think there's been much fluency for any of the four. So I think that will be the challenge for them to bring their best performances. They're so important because they all bring something slightly different. They've all got unique qualities, but they're all going to play a massive part throughout the season. We need them firing. We need them firing in terms of goal scoring, goal creating. And ultimately, if you play with wingers, as we have done historically, if they're not performing, they hurt the system. So that's something that we really need to focus on.
For Woltemade, though, has his price tag increased expectations on him? Not the case, according to Newcastle's Brazilian midfielder, Joelinton.
I think he knows the expectation, but he has his own expectations. He's a German player, young player, but with a lot of experience already. Play for a big country, and he's a good player. The fee is not us. It's not from us. It's the team. We can do nothing about it. And but I know he's fine. He's just enjoying his football. And I wish him all the best. I hope he can score a lot of goals for us.
Joelinton knows how Nick Woltemade feels, as he first arrived on Tyneside as a £40 million striker, until Eddie Howe converted him into a midfielder.
I think we always have pressure. I have pressure to play in the middle, to deliver good performance, to help the team. Today I'm not the number 9 anymore. But I still have the pressure to score goals, to try to create for my teammates, and the pressure is in everybody in the team. I think the team has to play well, try to create as many chances as we can to give Nick the best opportunity to score goals. So the responsibility is on everyone. And yeah, like I say, we are positive, and I hope we can create chances for him to score. I hope I can score as well.
It is evident that Nick Woltemade has the goal-scoring touch, demonstrated by his strikes against Wolves and Arsenal. He needs help from those around him, though, who themselves also need to chip in with goals. Solving this problem could make Newcastle United's season